Oh, check her out. Go ahead with her man. She looking fly, this older couple. All right. So, hello, Facebook. I haven't been on here in a little minute. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead with your little dog. Go ahead. Um, happy Love You Day. Um, even though, these little holidays is just a way for people to get money out of us, and we should be loving on each other every day of the week, okay? 365 days out of the year, okay? But I just want to get on here and say this. To all the single people on planet Earth, single moms, really, that's who I'm talking to probably. If you find yourself today, hey cousin, not, like if you, that single mom that is not in a relationship, actually this is for the single mamas and the kids of mothers and the kids are single, message to us. So if you find yourself single today and you feeling all like, ooh, you know what you could go do, mothers, single moms who may not have nobody, and single fathers who may not have nobody. You know what you could do? You know what we could do? Go and get some flowers and something nice for your children. Okay? How about using today to shower these little blessings or big blessings that God has given us to give life to or share life with? How about using this day to shower them with love and adoration and let them know that their existence and their life and their being and just who they are is so important, so valuable, and so, needed, right? Use today, and you do it every day, but people, because I'm in the store, I'm doing, I went, I got my mom some flowers. My sister called me. I was already going to do it anyway, but she was like, look, I'm going to help and send you some money. So we got her a bouquet of flowers from the daughters, from me, my sister Kim and my sister Lavinia, and then I got her my mom, those chocolate strawberries, and this cute little lobster meal that you can, of course, put in the oven. They are kind of already made. So when she get off of work, she don't have to go cook or anything. She could just put her lobster and her white cheddar mac and cheese meal in the oven and, watch her little show she like watching, one of them old shows, Perry Mason or something, and drink her LaCroix with that little sparkling water she like drinking. And, just enjoy herself. So that's what I did for Valentine's Day. I'm single, and I remember there was times when Valentine's would come around and I would feel some kind of way, not having a Valentine. And, it was just like one of those depressing days of me remembering or me feeling that, I'm not important or valuable to nobody and nobody wants me. That's a real psychological feeling and thought process that go on with some individuals, not all. But I think that's a real thought process that tries to plague our minds during, holidays or any holiday as a single person. And of course, that narrative and that thought process is not true at all. But that's just the kind of psychological warfare the enemy will play on you. But single mamas, instead of, trying to be caked up with a dude or, chasing the dude down and, be all engaged and in the dude's face if you're not a married woman and you are single, you're not a married woman and you're raising your children, use today to love on, just show them something. I don't care if you go to the Dollar Tree, get a little bag, put some little, little anything in there. Just do that, and you'll feel good. You won't feel so alone. You won't feel so like, that feeling that people could feel, right? And then if you're single as a parent of somebody and your parent is still living and you don't have a Valentine or nobody that you're in a committed, healthy relationship with, go and do something and nice for your parents, your mother, your father, if they in your life, and shower them with adoration. Go give them some flowers. Go give them a chocolate heart or a teddy bear. Whatever it is people like giving people when they, been stung by Cupid. Do that for them. So, that's what I wanted to get on here and say. I think as one of the things in the black community that we don't talk about that's real in our community is the damage that we do as single mothers and fathers to our children while raising them. We don't give our undivided attention to their development, to nurturing them. We provide for them, we maintain them, but really nurture them and develop attachments with our children in the black community. I think a lot of us have failed in that area. Not all, but a lot of us have failed in that area because of our own wounds, our own brokenness, and our lack of not having those proper attachments developed from our own childhood. We go through life getting in these relationships, making these babies, bringing these human beings into this world. We're still dealing with our own stuff and still trying to, seek that love and that feelings of adoration and validation while having our kids, and we end up breaking our kids down because our kids watch us, give this attention and devotion to these men in our life, and I got it, thank you, to these men in our life, and we do not give that same amount of attention to our children when they need us the most during their developmental years. And then later on in life, we find out and realize, like, my mama just said it today when I went and dropped her flowers. She said, if I would have known that, the love that I get from my kids was all I really needed, and all I needed to do was, hone in on them, I wouldn't have never wasted my time marrying those men with the relationships that didn't work. Not to say that she didn't deserve a relationship. Yeah, everybody does. But I understood what she was saying. What she was saying was, in that time of our development, she was, had her unresolved stuff that caused her to seek love and validation through relationships that ended up not being healthy at all. And what she was saying was, instead of using that attention, pouring into those situations at that time, knowing what she know now, she would have not even sought those relationships and focused in on her children's development. And I get that. And I understand that. And I thank God that my mother, that God gave my mother, the time to, mature and recognize that. And now she, has a life filled with love from her children and grandchildren and people in her life. So, as single mamas, and I tell my kids this, a lot of y'all may know how I became a mama, but, life be life, and pain is real, abandonment is real, brokenness is real. And when we are young and we grow up in environments where our fathers or our mothers did not develop secure attachments with us, it creates holes in our lives and in our heart that cause us to roam through life trying to get these relationships so that we can feel that wholeness and completeness, and we don't end up doing that because we miss the mark in recognizing that, we got to develop the love of self. And so, mothers, single moms, if you ain't married and ain't no man really, coming with it and operating in your life in a way that is healthy, even something you want to display in front of your children, focus in on your kids. Focus in on developing secure attachments with our children. In the black community, in the American African community, that is our main problem why we have so much dysfunction, is because we are a group of people, not all, okay? If this don't apply to you, it don't apply to you, I ain't talking to you. I'm always talking to a specific demographic. And if you're not in that, you're just not in that and you don't know what I'm talking about. But, growing up without that attachment, it creates a lot of insecurities, and it causes us to go through life getting involved and partaking in a lot of destructive behavior and relationships. And so, as a community, what we can do to start reversing the effects of that and reversing all of this trauma that we see within the American African community is acknowledge that and start developing good attachments with our children that we bring to this earth, are the children that God have assigned to us to develop and nurture. Let's start there. Start there. Just hone in loving your children. I ain't talking about buying them clothes and name brand clothes and having their hair done and their nails done, and your little girls got their lashes and boys got their Jordans. And I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about providing for them, because providing, that's just one part of developing and raising a child. I'm talking about really sitting down or, giving them hugs every day, telling them that you love them, giving them words of affirmation every day. Every day, I make sure I tell my children I love them, I make sure I hug them, and I make sure I tell them that they are the most important thing on this planet. Not just to me, but to everybody that know them and love them. And also tell them that they have a responsibility to love themselves. Okay? So, single mamas, if you're feeling lonely today, don't feel lonely. Use this day to love on your children. Cook them a nice, good meal. Go, make them your Valentine. Okay? Do that. Single fathers, Make your children your Valentine. If you got a little girl, go give her some flowers and, make her feel special. Tell her, I know I may not tell you every day, baby, but I want you to know there is no one above you. And even though may not be present every day, and I may not do everything right, I want you to know that my love for you and the way I love you is everything about that is right. And everything you are as a daughter or as a son in my life, everything about you is right. Do that. Instead of going laying up and doing the oochie coochie with another girl and making another baby that you gonna be half present for. Instead of doing that and trying to set the mood and pounce on something today, make it your duty to spend time and love on the souls you already have instead of making another one. And because it really don't take much to make children happy. You don't got to have money to make kids happy. I mean, you want them to have, we all got to have money to live, but what I'm saying is that's not really what develops and create a healthy human being in life. Is not the money. It's the attention that you give them. It's the ability for you to adjust your life in a way that you are fully present to catch them when they're falling in life. That you adjust your life and the things that's going on in your life to where it does not impede on you being available to catch them and to recognize when they need you to step in and help them in their development process. Hey, sister, happy Love You Day. That's what parenting is, and that's what it's about. Because there is nothing more displeasing and harmful to the American African community than having a child that is fresh every day of their life and dressing nice and dressing fresh, but don't have no character development and none of those things. They walking around planet Earth being a ruckus. So single moms, put our children first. Don't be trying to, today go, cook you a nice meal for a dude so you could, go to Pound Town and then end up with another baby that you're going to be left to take care of by yourself because you or the man have not went to therapy and neither one of y'all have dealt with y'all trauma from y'all childhood and y'all neglect and the impact that not having healthy attachments to your mother or father had in your life. Because that's all we doing, y'all, if we not healing. Okay? So, I just wanted to get on here and say that right quick. I ain't got much. I'm a starving full-time student working part-time because I'm trying to put my life in a better situation educationally, financially, so that I could show up for me and my kids in the way that I can't show up for them right now as far as financially. Because when it comes to, like I'm clear about my, I could go, I said this before, I could go get me, I'm very qualified, but I understand that I'm making a conscious decision that I'm going to get my education, and I'm not willing to work full time so that I could have an abundance of money to, buy these Jordans and that. My kids got clothes, they got food, they got shoes, they got shelter. They have everything they need. But more importantly, they have me being present. I'm going to school full time. I work. I adjust my life and set up my life to where it's revolving around my children, so that I could catch when the enemy trying to sneak in the back door. Okay? Because a lot of us ain't catching what's going on with our children. Again, why? Because we so busy trying to be in love, trying to find a relationship that we feel is going to complete us and heal those wounds from our childhood. And then that's not what that's going to do. That's not what that's going to do. So, I just wanted to get on here and say that if you single, like, I went and got this for my baby. This is not much. This is not. I went to the little dollar store, got him that. Both of my kids got them this. Just a little something. It don't take much. Single mamas with more than one kid, and it's expensive. It don't take nothing. I'm going to sit this on their bed, and I'm going to be here later, and I show them every day of my life that they're important to me. But the little gestures, little things, just little things, y'all. It's the little things. So again, if you're single, not Pound Town. If you're single, embrace your singleness while being a mother. If you don't have a man that's really trying to come into your life and display the kind of behavior that is appropriate and healthy, like I'm a mother to a son and daughters, and how men show up in my life is important to me, because I have to demonstrate before my daughters what it look like when a man really care for you and want to love on you and support you. And if you're not in those kind of situations, lady, don't be bringing that stuff around your kids. And please don't bring that crap around your sons, okay? Because when sons see their mamas devote all that time and attention to a man, and the man ain't, like, and you take away from it has negative effects, not just on your life and their life presently and down the road, but it have a negative impact on the whole society. Because they ask us sometimes, if they don't get the support and the right mindset, life don't be good for them. Okay? So, single mamas, love on your children. If you a single lady or a single man, love on your children. Make them your Valentine. And go love on your parents. Okay? How about that? Yeah. Let's not make it about, if you not married, let's not make it about a relationship and, hooking up with the man and the woman. Today, let's make it about parents loving on their kids and kids loving on their parents, or children loving on their parents. Okay? I just want to say that. I'm going to go drop this off in the house for my kids, put it on their bed, and then I'm going to do mine. Love y'all. Happy Love You Day again. Instead of trying to be caked up with a dude, and you're not a married woman, and you're not a married man, and putting yourself in a situation where you setting up your house and setting the atmosphere for the dude to come on over and go to Pound Town on you. Don't waste your time doing that. Okay? Don't do that today. Okay? And mess around and be pregnant with another baby that you at the end of the day gonna be the one responsible to take care of it. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but when dudes that's not real men and they not real responsible, when they stop dealing with us, guess what they do? They ultimately stop dealing with the children that they have with us. sometimes, you know, they don't go hard trying to be. If the man ain't living in your house with you and that kid, he ain't calling every day. Well, I ain't gonna say all, because they do have fathers that do that. That call every day. And mothers, you have to encourage your children and teach your children to respect their fathers and appreciate the time they give them. Because I know some men who try to have relationships with their kids and, you know, try to really be engaged even though they're not in the same home. And the kids be like, you know, so polluted in their mind because of their mama's bitterness. So, y'all, don't do that. Don't waste your time. I want that coat, sister. You look pretty. Thank you. Sister, this coat I got from, thank you, sister. Where this coat came from, I got to send you the link. A store, but my daddy got this coat for me. It's an old dirty bastard coat. When I went to Vegas, at one of them outlets out there, I forget, but they got different kind of coats like this belly, like it's movies or TV shows that they put on the coat. They got a Martin coat. It's just different ones, and I like, you know, old dirty bastard. I liked it the color too, so. But yeah, back to what I was saying, y'all. Single mama, single daddies, yeah. Don't be trying to get the mood all right. Go get your hair done and doing all this and, you know, using your baby food stamps to go cook a nigga some steak and lobster and don't have that meal, that same kind. You don't even do that kind of effort for the kids that you got. You know, let's not do that. Let's not do that, ladies. Okay? Use this time to develop and nurture healthy attachments with your children. Unless you marry. Now, if you a married woman, I ain't talking to you. Okay? I'm talking to single mamas and single fathers that got kids and, you know, using this day inappropriately. You know, because we have to do better with building healthy attachments. Women, a lot, and I could say this because I've been one of them women, and I think a lot of us, if we as women get real honest with ourselves, we'll be able to say this. But a lot of times, women, we be dealing with idolatry. What the hell you mean we be dealing with idolatry? That may be you, and I don't deal with no idolatry. I don't know who you talking about, what you talking about. God is my only God. No, we be dealing with idolatry sometimes. Okay? We do. We do. We really, really do. And a lot of times, our idol be that man we want. We willing to tolerate a lot. We willing to deal with a lot. We willing to, you know, take a lot of abuse. And it don't have to be physical. You know, it don't have to. Just being with somebody that don't love you properly is a form of abuse. If you in a relationship, you know you deserve a certain kind of love, and that love you're not getting, that's abuse. You know? So anyway, just love on yourself. Develop healthy attachments with children, okay? A lot of the stuff that I went through in life, a lot of the decisions we make, most of our kids, you know why a lot of our kids be in foster care systems, y'all? Y'all want to know why? I'll tell you why. You want to know the truth? Because the parents be dealing with idolatry. And the parents have failed to develop healthy attachments with their children because nobody developed healthy attachments with them when they was younger. So what they do is go through life developing other attachments to satisfy a need. And the attachments that they end up developing are very harmful for them and their environment and the children that are given to them. It's all about attachment. The very need to be in a relationship and have a healthy relationship and be married and have, experience that type of relationship, that is based on the fact that we as humans need to have attachments, but we need healthy ones. That's why they got what they call attachment disorders. Okay? So, don't go to Pound Town making another baby, trying to get the mood and the atmosphere all right, because you got you a little piece to come over and do all. It ain't about that. Man, go cook them kids a nice, beautiful meal. Set that table nice. Go to the dollar store, get them a little something. I don't care if you cut out a heart and put "I love you." You are the most important thing in this life to me, and the most important thing on this planet. Use today to tell your child how much they are loved. And young men and women, use today to tell your parents how much they are loved. Okay? Well, I'm about to go in here, go do my schoolwork. I got these assignments to do. I love y'all so much. Happy Love You Day. I just wanted to say that. Wanted to get on here and remind us about healthy attachments, and don't feel lonely today. Don't let the enemy have you feeling bad because you single and you don't have a relationship and you're not married yet. Okay? Don't do that. Don't let the enemy get in your head, single mother and fathers. If you look back over your life and you look up and you see out of all those relationships or marriage you have, all you have standing is you and your children. Don't let the enemy mess your head up and have you feeling bad about that. Don't do that. Because if you was blessed enough to encounter a situation, a marriage or a relationship that didn't go well and it didn't last, the ultimate form of love that you could have accomplished in that situation is that God called you to create life in that situation. And so that is the ultimate expression of love, is to be able to create life. And so you use today to love on whatever soul that God blessed you with. Don't raise no broken child. Don't break your children down by running to and fro seeking who you can devour to try to get them to love you and affirm you. Don't do that. What I just said was a bar. I don't even know what I just said, but that was a bar. I'm going to have to go look at this just to hear what I just said, because whatever was just said, that was some real true stuff right there. And I can't even repeat it for the life of me. But that is the ultimate form of love. So if you, one of them mamas or one of them men, went from relationship to relationship and all you see, that it didn't end in marriage, you ain't in your forever situation, and what you got it at was kids, you accomplished the most, all there is to accomplish in this life, and that's to create life. And so don't destroy the life that God has blessed you to create. Don't destroy it. Nurture it. Cultivate it by developing and creating a healthy attachment with that human being that God gave you. Quit trying to run around town getting you another man, or man trying to get you a little woman, get you what they call a bad bee and all of this and that. Man, us black, we really need to get in therapy, y'all. It is time out. I don't even see how some of y'all able to even have the desire to do the oochie coochie in these days and time. Like y'all, with a man or with a woman who head ain't on right and ain't even talking about real long term commitment. Like to me, that is it's. I don't even see how we able to be stimulated by that. Like that is a turn off. It should be, especially in these days of time with all what's going. Girl, dudes running around here sleeping with other boys and sleeping with girls and boys. I mean, it's just a mess. And so keep your little tootie top to yourself. Keep your little wee wee to yourself, and just work on developing and healing the result of our parents not being able to develop real good, healthy attachments with us as when we were younger. Okay, love y'all.